Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. Today we're going to do a Chromatic Cube Phantom Draft for Midweek Magic, but this will be relevant anytime they bring back Chromatic Cube, although I think they do rotate a few cards here and there, but we'll give it a shot. I already did on my other account. I did a sweet Luris deck this morning on my phone. Got my 2 wins and 2 free rares in 2 matches, and we'll see if we can keep it rolling here on the other account. We got a lot of good stuff. So with a lot of these cubes, you want to pick lands first. We do have a Maelstrom Angel as a payoff for being multicolor. Not that great. Inspired Ultimatum. Might want to do Emergent Sequence. The other option you can do is you can do stuff like low drops. Like Dragon Master Outcast is great, right? Because you just play it in any red deck. You can try to get up to 6 lands. They have to kill it. They have to use one of their removal spells. Agadeem's Awakening is pretty good. It's a high-powered cube. Well, not powered cube. That means it has moxes and stuff. But it's a cube with lots of good cards. There's no bad picks necessarily. Like I do like the Ornithopter Paradise because it's a ramp. I do like the Giant Killer because it's a creature that's relevant and a spell that's relevant. Or we can just take some lands. We can take the Needleverge Pathways. I mean, none of these lands are that exciting. I would prefer to take Shock lands. We can take this Bolt land. Or we could take Dreadhorde Invasion, see if there's enough zombies in the format. Alright, let's just do Emergent Sequence. See if we can be a green-based ramp deck here. Okay, well, Bolas is a must-answer threat. Protean War Engine, I don't know this one. It's an alchemy card. You draft a card from its spellbook, which looks like a bunch of angels, or just random stuff. Starcrowned Stag, sure. Sort of like a white-red vehicle aggro thing. We've also got Territorial Kavu, which is payoff for being many colors. The competition should be a bit lower than usual Chromatic Draft because it's the midweek event, so anybody can play it. And you got unlimited time here to make your decisions. Guess we'll just stick in green with Voracious Hydra. I know after I looked at all those cards. But this is a great card. If you ramp big, it's a big threat. And it can also fight, so it'll also be removal. Murderous Rider is our first good piece of removal here. Probably take that. What is this? This is another alchemy card. So you can bring back your creatures, but they're only artifacts. Lose all other card types. So it's good for like ETBs, I guess. Interesting card. Finale of Devastation. Boy, if we knew we could get... I know there's a Craterhoof Behemoth in this cube. If we knew we could get that. Also got Temple Garden. I think we're just going to take the removal. Removal is always good. There's the Kami War. That's a great one. Dryad of the Elysian Grove is a pretty good fixer. Not ramp per se. But we can take that and then we can pick up stuff like Kami War. Well, Sheoldred, we all know that's pretty good because we've all been playing against it way too much in Standard. There's also the Celestis for ramp. Gilded Goose. I'm going to take Sheoldred. Ugin. There's Fixed Omnath. This is the Alchemized Omnath. So it enters, you draw a card. It's just, I think it just costs 1 more and otherwise it's the same. It's a definite possibility, but we need to start getting some good lands, I think. Let's just take some lands here. We know we want to play black and green. Bayburrow Elder is great. Ramp card. And Cold Steel Heart is a great ramp card. We've still got good lands in the pack pretty late. I guess the bots don't take the lands. Well, we were talking about Dragon Master Outcast is just must answer threat. T-Spark for removal. And Forsaken Crossroads is fixing lands. Mirari's Wake is good. But these two go together so nicely. We'll take that because it has green in it. Crag Crown. Guardian Idol for ramp. Lantern of Revealing. That's ramp. Banishing Light removal. Mazemind Tome's good draw. Embercleave. That can definitely be a finisher. Got Spring Bloom Druid for more ramp. Kenny Boy's a great threat. Escape to the Wilds is kind of in our zone that we're in right now. I think we might wheel that. I'm going to take the Spring Bloom Druid. We don't get to keep any of these cards, so we're not drafting for rarity or anything like that. Corvold's really strong. Toxrill's must-answer threat. Binding of the Old Gods, or we got the Elvish Mystic. I'm going to take Binding. Might be a bit slow. Growth Spiral. Will be okay. Oh, there's Llanowar Elves. And there's Scuttlemutt. We got Blooming Marsh, which is we do need to make sure we're taking care of our mana base. There's Rada. He's a decent threat. Lady Amir's good ramp here. Tiamat. Do we have any dragons yet? We have a creature that makes dragons, but we don't have any dragons to grab with it. This would be better if we picked it up early. Snowborn Simulacra. X is 5 or more, you can put one onto the battlefield. Well, we don't have our blue fixing yet. You know, Immerstorm Predator is also just a must-answer threat. And a dragon, actually. So if that Tiamat somehow wheels, you could take the Rootbound Crag, take the Drowned Catacombs, got an Incubation Druid, got Explore, got Burial Rites, not to be... The creature card has to be in your graveyard. But I guess we'll just take Fixing. Silverback Elder's great. Are we going to be heavy enough green to pull it off, though? Tulsamir can be kind of a threat. And Tuco Slicer. This is a alchemy card. When it enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. If this spell was kicked, conjure a duplicate of target card in an opponent's graveyard into your hand. Huh. Well, God Eternal Ronus is kind of does an impression of Craterhoof Behemoth. We got that. We got Firemind Vessel. We got Relic of Legends. I think I can take Relic of Legends. Also, Tireless Tracker is good. Yeah, Kenny Boy came back. I love the Banishing Light. I like the Botanical Sanctum. I like the Spirebluff Canal, but Kenny Boy. We can take a Corvold. Gonna be Legends Tribal. Now we can take Llanowar. Sarkhan Wanderer to Shiv. Yeah, make a bunch of dragons. And Captain Sisei. Pretty good. Ophiomancer, sure, why not? And a Scattered Groves. Last pack. Hornet Queen's a lot of fun. Niv Mizzet Reborn. We do have quite a few color pair cards. We could pull it off. Also just Prismatic Bridge. That's pretty good. That's pretty good value. Plus this can be a mana dork. Take it. Caryatid, probably mana dork. Valky's pretty good. Also the fixing of Zayator's Proving Ground. How are we doing on lands here? We've got a decent amount of lands. We're not really supporting white that well, right? One white land. The Caryatid. Caryatid. Hullbreaker Horror is great. Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, we do need removal. Chromatic Orrery is great. Gotta survive long enough to cast it. Ooh, Elish Norn. Everybody is drafting this card, and when I was playing, I had it, and then all the other decks seemed to have it too. World Tree's pretty good fixing for us. I don't think we have any gods yet that we can pull out with it, but we have a Sika. Not that we would want to pull that out. Underrealm Lich is a nice threat. Also Tristani, buffing all the creatures. Picking Foods and Treasures is good. Probably the World Tree. Maybe we'll see a Golos. We only have a couple more packs to see it, though. East Whisperer is always good. Land there. Gonti's always good. Free Death Touch, draw a card. I think I'll take that over the Beast Whisperer. Atris is good. Hoydric Crisis is awesome. Field of the Dead pretty good for us, too. We've got a decent amount of different lands. We don't have Golos, though. Golos really makes the Field of the Dead deck work. We are ramping. We don't really support blue that well, but Hydroid Crisis is so good. Or we could take any one of these Triome lands that gives us blue. A little bit more white, because we do have D-Spark and Favorable Elder we want to play. I think black-white where it's at. Well, this can be a ramp target, the Meteor Golem. Airbaker Lamia. Ravager Worm. We can fight or blow up a land. And of course, there's always Alrund's Epiphany. These are the spoils could be good for ramp too. I'm not as clear as what I want to build with this deck here. We probably have enough threats. Oh, well, there's Craterhoof. That's our ramp payoff. Okay. Ratadrabic. We do have a lot of legends. Urabrask is always good. All these Praetors. I don't think we want to do Hornet Queen, sadly. Niv Mizzet is definitely an option. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has to be exactly 2 colors, so we can't get Corvold. We have 6 possible hits. I mean, it's probably going to draw us 1 card, so it's a 6/6 flying, draw 1. Versus this is like a 3/3, gonna bring back all our legendaries when they die. Be annoying. Crackle with power. Maybe a ramp target. I mean, I'm a little wary of the double red, but I think I'm going to take it. Good removal. This is just a good aggro card. Lathril. Gonna have to definitely make some room. Wow, Elish Norn came back. We have 1, possibly 2 ways to cast it. I think white is probably getting cut from our deck. If as much as I want to take Elish Norn. Or maybe we shouldn't. I mean, we got D-Spark. Maybe we shouldn't. Let's take Elish Norn. Why not? And Electrostatic Blast is just a good thing. Parallel Lives. We don't really have anything that makes tokens, right? Well, Dragon Master Outcast. Definitely didn't build around making tokens. There is a way to... Ophiomancer makes tokens. It wouldn't make our deck. Neither would this, probably, right? Exile target creature. A good card. Okay, the bots didn't want to be blue there at the end. We've got some serious cuts to make. Captain Sisay. We're definitely like a legendary tribal kind of thing. That adds a mana of any color. That's all right. Maybe we don't want Guardian Idol. Electrostatic Blast might be a bit low power. Guardian Idol we might be able to get away with. That's a ramp target. That's a ramp target. Ophiomancer might be a bit low power. That's removal. That's pretty good. This making treasures is pretty darn good. Guess it should be considered for deletion though. Springbloom Druid we like. Sika. Maelstrom Pulse we like. Rada we like. Fabor, Lantern of Revealing. I mean, I like, if I have to choose between one of them, I'm getting rid of the Lantern of Revealing, I guess. You can't have too much. You can have too much. These are all, like, great. Kenrith. I don't think we need this many 5-mana threats. So the question is, like, Corvold. This is going to double all our mana from our lands. That's pretty good. Eternal Ronas is another Craterhoof style double up things. Kenrith's good. Maybe we're cutting Corvold? And Corvold can just run away with the game. It is a bit harder to cast, right, if we're doing the white mana. Alright, so let's just cut all those and see where we're at. We still have to cut 6 cards. Is Sisay too slow? Possibly too slow. Although this format didn't seem particularly fast, but I'm sure you can build a nice aggro deck and just beat everyone. If you just want to win quick, let's do a red-white aggro deck. Ganti Sheoldred. the double blacks are getting more difficult. Also, Murderous Rider. A lot of double blacks. We cut Aronas. Try to keep Craterhoof. Keep the hoof. Maybe we cut the Voracious Hydra, honestly. But it's a body and removal. Let's cut Sarkhan. And I guess we'll cut Gonti over Shieldred. Maybe we'll cut both of them. We're just down to one cut. Just letting them do the mana base for us. I can't figure out my last cut. I'll just do one. And let's see how we do. Rainbow Ramp, classic cube strategy. Let's see if we built it correctly. A bit low on color fixing, but we do have the Dryad, so keep this. We can go get Mountain here. They're blue-green. We can't double spell. So let's Fabro Elder. I hope to hit a big ramp. They got removal, they got removal. Cedar Groves is a forest, so that will enter untapped. Oh wow, okay. Would we risk Prismatic Bridge here? I think we gotta go for it, right? Counter spell. Oh, dang. They get it? They get the spell? Oh, they just get the spell anyway. Yeah, we can play Rada. But they haven't ramped, so they're going to be a couple turns behind. Rada does not have first strike because it is not our turn. The best blocks. We've got an Immersturm Predator on top of the deck. We know that because of Rada. Fabro Elder is actually a pretty good threat. Okay, they take out Rada. Mirari's Wake, sure. Buff all our creatures. I don't feel like it's worth casting Triad of the Legion Grove. This is Vigilance anyway. So now I can cast it after attacks. Hope they don't have a board wipe. They get a land, they play their their Prismatic Bridge. Or they just give up. Yeah, we just were stomping there. And as always with these midweek events, when you win, you get a rare. That's why I always play every single one. Get my free rares. Thalia. Guess I didn't have the full playset of those Thalias. Definitely have 4 total. I used some wild cards to craft Thalia when they added it. Was that in a anthology or something? And then they immediately put it in another set. What are you going to do? Alright, so having a behemoth in hand is kind of like a mulligan. On the other hand, we got the Cold Steel Heart. If we can get a Seek, or we could get Lelia going, I think we can keep this. Or blue-green. Blue-green based ramp, maybe? I guess I'm going to need black at some point. Next turn, Lelia. Oracle of Moldaya. Okay, that's annoying because they have a blocker now. At Lelia. And we draw us one. Maybe we offer the trade. Oh, it gets the plus whether you play the card or not? Oh, that's cool. They've got a Tiamat. They did the Tiamat build around. Next turn we could Mirari's Wake. They were not far from Craterhoof. Probably should have named green on that. Guess we can grab a forest with emergent sequence. Scuttlemutt. This draws cards. My goodness. Ridiculously good. Shouldn't have played a land first. Oops. Luckily there's a plains, which I don't need. Opponent can cast their Tiamat here. Gonna be in deep doo-doo. Still ramping. Oh my goodness. They're just playing to have a big finale of devastation, I guess. They probably got Craterhoof. Oh, okay, they keep Tiamat. So that doesn't share a creature type? So they can't get anything with it? Just a 7/7 dragon? Just a 7/7 dragon? Okay. Green and blue. Not gotten lucky on my mana distribution here. Don't have attacks with Lelia because of the 7/7. but maybe we fade another turn. They got Ravenous Chupacabra, though. My goodness. Locatron. Serious rainbow deck here. Play the Muldrifter. Oh, they play the Chupacabs. They take out Lelia. Rough, but fair. Basically need a board wipe, and I don't have one in my deck. There's their Craterhoof. Okay. So we kind of either play our Craterhoof and win next turn. We don't even have 6 lands in play to get a dragon. Is that lethal? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, no blocks. Murderous Rider. Oh, we did get a dragon. What do we blow up? Attack you for 16. Oh, we needed one more. Needed one more turn. One more creature. So close. So what we're learning is if a card is from the Alchemy set, you just draft it because it's OP. All the Alchemy cards in here are super OP. One goes first. This is not a great start here. Maybe there'll be a slow deck. They'll just let us ramp and ramp. We can use this to scry. Multiple choice for 1. Seems kind of desperate. What am I going to need? I got blue, white, black, green, red. I've got all the colors. Let's do green, because we learned that last game that you don't want to get stuck without green. We don't need more lands. Thank you. Oh, oops. Screwed that up. We don't have a mountain or a forest. Well, it gets another turn. Let's see what their color is. What do we think? If they have a counter spell, they might just use it on the Springbloom Druid. Just to not waste mana. Try to draw out some counter spells. Let's get green and already covered on red, so I guess white. Now we can play Immerstorm Predator. If they counter it, we can bring it back with Kenrith's black ability, potentially. Maybe after a Mirari's Wake resolves. Let's see. If I do this, I can play... Yeah. It either resolves and we get a 4-drop, or it doesn't resolve and we get Fey-Burrow Elder. Let's get their first counter out of hand. It looked like a lot of the counter spells in this format were 4 mana value, which is what opponent's representing. There's some 2 blue-blues. 2 blue ones. Or there's the Spell Thief. Gosh darn it. Everybody's got this Spell Thief. Now I know never to pass the Spell Thief. We got 2 creatures they can sacrifice to it. I could start the clock going. I need green and black lands. I guess those are green and black lands. Sack a crab. Tap their guy down. Into the Royal. Huh. Okay. Not much I can do about that. They got me there. Looks like they want to blow up Mirari's Wake. I'm supposed to be doing. Uh-huh. Counterspell? Give everyone haste. So 5 mana to play around with here. Iba Cipher. I can bring back into the Royal. I could just eat into the royal here. Bring this back so we have another creature to sacrifice. Plains and amount. And may as well attack with Kenny Boy, right? So they got to destroy Mirari's Wake or Kenrith or both here. They really can't let me untap with Kenrith and Mirari's Wake. Okay, well. Can hit for big damage. Scholar of the Lost Trove. Get back Prismari command. Thing is, whatever we cast, we can haste in, right? So. And creatures. Oh, these guys will have Death Touch anyway. So each 2 mana is 1 point of damage, so that's worth casting. These are all worth casting. Green, red. Leave the red left over. I don't know if we're going to get there or not, but I guess we don't want to put the +1 counters just yet. Oh, opponent did the math before we did. I was going to say we can do it in combat, so they couldn't block any of our creatures with their 5/5. All right, let's see what we get for our rare. Claiming prize. Light Pause, Emperor's Voice. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me here in the attic. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment. If you got this far, leave a comment with the hashtag of whatever your favorite card was that you saw played today. Maybe it was that weird alchemy card that kept stealing all my best stuff. I don't even remember what it's called. 3CMC 32. But, anyways, this has been Manadad reminding you that Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.